Hey, my friend, on this episode, we're going to discuss how easy is wholesaling real estate. Stay tuned. Hey, what's going on? This is Ola coming to you live from my myEmpirePRO studios on the road here. And I want to talk to you about how easy is wholesaling real estate. And on top of that, I actually have a question here that we're going to answer. Okay, so basically we're going to wrap all of it together into one. So let's have fun with this. Let me get into the question here. Hey, newbie here. I am from Connecticut. I am looking to start my wholesaling journey. And to be honest, my biggest scare is to find cash buyers. I do not mind going to sellers and get rejected because I know that the name of the game is consistency. And you can get that 100 no's to get that finally first yes. He's absolutely right about that. I grasp a concept of the process, and I'm sure it will be somewhat stressful, but it gets easier with time, right? Anyways, if anyone here can give some pointers, that will be highly appreciated. All right. So here's the thing. This goes in line together with how easy wholesaling real estate can be. And it really comes down to also your expectations as well too. So let me just spend some time talking to you about how easy this is. This may not be easy, but the only reason why it's not easy is it depends on your expectations. Depends on what kind of expectations you're bringing to the game. And I'm glad that you kind of have an expectation that it's going to be hard, but we want to be careful about that because what you fear the most, you attract. So we want to be careful and make sure we position that expectation properly, okay? So basically, if you're going to use it to prepare yourself, absolutely. You should know that this is not easy. However, it's simple, okay? And you can keep it simple if you want, okay? So with that being said, I want you to have at the back of your mind that even though it may not be easy, because practice makes perfect, right? And practice is the mother of mastery, repetition is the mother of mastery. Because of that, I agree with you to a certain extent that yes, you should know that it may feel not easy, but it's a feeling, and feelings are temporary, okay? But it's very simple. The whole process is absolutely simple. So now with that being said, let's dive into, first of all, how simple real estate wholesaling is. Before I dive into your question, first of all, you need to understand that wholesaling is simply you finding deals and getting those deals funded. You find deals, you fund the deals. Now, how you're going to fund the deal in wholesaling is basically you bringing buyers to the table, okay? You find the sellers, you find motivated sellers with properties that may or may not be distressed, but the idea is motivated seller. You need people that absolutely must sell, okay? A lot of people in the game have a misconstrued, bastardized definition of what a motivated seller is. Because somebody really wants to sell doesn't mean they're motivated. Motivated means my life, my financial profile depends on me selling this property. I need to get rid of this property. As a matter of fact, squash the word sell. I need to get rid of this property from my books. I am desperate. That's motivation, okay? That's the kind of level. See, motivation has levels, right? But that's the level of motivation that you're looking that you're looking for in your sellers, okay? So let's be clear about that. First of all, you find motivated sellers with property that you can add value to, okay? Sometimes you can add value to the property, sometimes it's the motivated seller that you need to add value to, okay? So if a motivated seller must get rid of a property, you helping them get rid of that property is value, and that's why you're gonna make money, because without creating value, you're not going to make money. So there must be somewhere, somehow, some way that you have to add value to something. When you add value, that's what creates the income that you're going to be making. Does that make sense? So first step, find motivated seller. Second steps is to do a match made in heaven of that property together with a cash buyer. I say cash buyer, but honestly, all buyers are cash. All the buyers you should be concerned about should be bringing some kind of cash to the table. If all they're bringing is word of mouth, then obviously they're not a buyer. Okay, so when I say buyer, people say cash buyer and they go back and forth. It doesn't matter. It could be a mortgage, it could be a hard money lender, it could be a private money funds, it could be private lenders, whatever it is, as long as it produces real cash, that kind of buyer that's motivated, that wants to buy deals, that's the kind of people you're looking for. And you basically facilitating the finding of the deal is your job as a wholesaler. Okay, you get paid basically to be a marketer. Okay, you market out your services to help people get rid of a property, and you take that property and you link it together with a buyer. So that's why this person is asking this question. So I needed to explain how simple that is, okay, so that I can put things in context. So let's go through the question again real quick. It says, hey, newbie here. It doesn't matter if you're a newbie, by the way. This is so simple, and I've seen people that have been in the game for a long time complicate, myself including. Okay, there have been times that I've complicated this business, but this business is really, really a simple business. Okay, I'm from Connecticut. I'm from New Jersey, just so you know. Right now I'm in Long Island, New York. I'm looking to start my wholesaling journey. Congratulations. And to be honest, my biggest scare, remember what you fear the most you will attract. Okay, if you're scared of finding cash buyer, you may end up not finding cash buyers. So basically, in the back of your mind, understand that buyers and buyers are just people who have done enough work to have money or resources to have access to the kind of money they can use to fund your deals. Basically, their job is to fund your deals, but they're not going to fund your deals unless it provides some kind of value for them. So your responsibility is to make sure that you're finding deals that will provide value for a buyer, an end buyer. It doesn't matter if it's cash or not. An end buyer, and actual people that will close. Okay, all right. So I do not mind going to sellers and get rejected because I know the name of the game is consistency. Yes, but here's the deal. Take rejection out of your mind. I understand all of us, we hate rejection, okay? But if somebody say no, when they just called me, okay? I prefer that they call me, by the way. That's a conversation that you can find inside of my book, Smart Real Estate Wholesaling. I prefer inbound calls, okay? That's me personally. I operate more and I can become a lot more consistent when people are calling me. When I position myself and I create opportunities for people to call me, I am more consistent that way. Because the first secret, you're absolutely right, is consistency. But the second secret is positioning yourself for consistency. There's certain type of people, me including, when you pick up the phone and you start cold calling people, you're not going to be consistent. You're going to get burnt out 3 days from now, and you're going to quit on yourself. And you may quit on yourself and now realize you already quit 6 months later, and you look back and you're like, wait, what happened to the business I was trying to build? What happened to the wholesaling journey that I got on about 8 months ago? It happens to a lot of people. So you want to make sure that on top of consistency, the second secret is positioning yourself for consistency. Stick to a marketing strategy that you know you can do all day long, okay? And I cover them in details in the book, Smart Real Estate Wholesaling, okay? So yes, we don't like rejection, and consistency is the name of the game, but consistency is if not the hardest, it's one of the hardest things for human beings to do. And you can get that 100 no's to get that final yes. Yes, absolutely. I grasp the concept of the process, and I'm sure it will somewhat be stressful, okay? This game doesn't have to be stressful, okay? As a matter of fact, me talking to you right now, I'm going to relax. Doesn't have to be stressful, but I get passionate about this topic, so I get riled up and I start talking, and that drains my energy a bit too much, because sometimes I'm trying to put out 4 or 5 videos, record them in one shot, and I get tired, right? So relax, position yourself for consistency. Don't think stress. You're bringing value to the table for people. You're helping people solve a problem. Okay, so that can be stressful if they're the one, especially if they're the one reaching out to you. So take that out of your mind. But it gets easier with time. That's absolutely true. Okay. Anyways, if anyone here can give me some pointers, that will be highly appreciated. And I think I just did. Okay. Finding cash. I'm going to give you 2 different ways to find 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 cash buyers, find buyers, period, find end buyers for your deals. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 different ways. And on top of that, I want you to go on YouTube, okay, search for how to find cash buyers and put my name, my first name in front of it, Ola, right? How to find cash buyers, Ola. And I have about 2 or 3 videos that I covered this in details for you, okay? But in addition to that, let me give you 2 different ways right now, okay? The first one is you build the list yourself, okay? That means you learn how to market online and you give something that's valuable to buyers. It could be how to secure the best deals. It could be 18 mistakes to avoid when you're buying real estate for investment purposes. Do the research, put that list together, and give it away for free on the internet in exchange for people's email addresses. And there you go, you're building your list. That's the first way. That's my favorite way. The second way, the way I started, is join your local real estate investment association meetup. Go to meetup.com and join a group. The buyers are in that place, okay? The buyers are in that place. The only thing I want to warn you about is that the savvy buyers, they want to nickel dime, picky everything, and they'll tell you that a deal is wrong when it's in fact you're just talking to the wrong person. You just want to be careful about that. So personally, this is, again, we're going to go back to number 1. I prefer building my list of buyers, and my list of buyers includes savvy, newbies, and everything in between. And I treat everyone equal. But the idea is for me to have options, for me to have choices, so that when I have a property under contract, I send one email, and if people don't buy it, it's just the wrong deal. I'll go back to the table and renegotiate, and it's as simple as that for me. And I learn in that process, and eventually I know what price people are going to pick up. I know the prices in what area that people are going to pick up. So you're absolutely right. Practice does make perfect. It does make things better, easier over time. But in the same token, simplify it for yourself. Make it easy for yourself, because this game is truly simple, and don't make it harder than it actually is. Relax, be consistent, position yourself for consistency, and don't forget, download the book, smartrealestatewholesaling.com. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. Like, share, comment. Give me your questions right below this video, and I will see you on the next one, and peace.